Hello, DF exclamation point. Still waiting for the announcement of the 4090 egregious. Yeah, we all are. Anyway, given the sad state of gaming and layoffs, do you think this will impact QA and will games be less optimized than they already are at launch? Will this quote-unquote new norm in business also mean developers would rely on Unreal Engine more as it's probably more cost-effective? I sure hope not, because I have a deep love for non-UE games. Thoughts? John, what do you think about this? I mean, there's going to be an impact one way or another, because if you remove human resources from any given project, that those resources are gone, right? QA is one of these ones that's, it's almost certainly to the end user, almost invisible and yet of crucial importance.
Yeah, that stuff is extremely important to that. And I do think Unreal, obviously they're trying to do, they're putting a lot of effort into reducing the amount of manpower required to do certain things, right? Which is useful. But we were just talking about the nature of the lack of subjective analysis or tech QA. We don't want to reduce QA further, because that is just going to lead to worse experiences, I think. Yeah. And you're right. It's like those types of people are less visible to the public, one could say, but it's so darn important to what you play. And I feel like the general public reacts very, very, very harshly towards bugs these days in a way that seems, I would almost describe as mean-spirited to a point, right, where like it's becoming even harder, and it can just result in gigantic backlash on social media. So
I get your point, but when a game costs $70, there has to be a certain level of quality and polish.
Yeah, well, the problem is, though, is that a lot of the bugs that people race to find are ultimately not that important to the main game.
Well, it's selective outrage, right, where they're actually manufacturing a scenario to make a game look bad.
Correct. That's what they're doing. It's extremely dishonest and very common.
As opposed to a genuine issue a game may have that shouldn't have got through to the end user.
Skull and Bones example. In my video, I said there's some visual stuff. Doesn't really matter though. But if the main quest you're doing just doesn't trigger,
work. Yeah.
That's bad.
Doesn't work. It's like the one that where you're supposed to get off your boat the first time. That's not good.
It kind of feels. And I don't. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
That's just the situation I would highly like to avoid in the future. QA should not be skimped on at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Any more to add to that one? It seems like a pretty vast topic, but I guess that's what's going to happen in the next few years, right? Which, if we are looking at a constriction in the resources available to any given game in the industry, there's got to be a cost for that. And the challenge is going to be making that cost less visible to the end user, I think. Or, as we discussed earlier, just changing the focus of what a game actually is.